Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia here in Pueblo, Colorado, and today I am going to take my EV6 GT line up to Cripple Creek, Colorado, which is a gambling town. I have never taken my car out of town before, so this is going to be my first experience actually taking it out on a road trip. I have been charging it all night with my level 1 charger. So let's take a look and let's see what kind of progress I am going to have with my charging. So, gotta unlock the car and then go ahead and pull the handle out. Come over here to my little level 1 charging station that I created. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. Make sure to get this on there right. That little guy just goes plugged in the wall. Not too bad, just got a nice little level 1 setup. Go ahead and get in the vehicle. Oops. There we go. Okay, so let's see what I got here. So, go ahead and turn the car on. I have 200 with 95% state of charge. I'm gonna go ahead and close my little charging door right there. That is now done. I am ready to drive. Let's see here what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my climate is on driver only, 62 degrees. That sounds about right. Gonna press this little button here. Go to that guy. I like my radio on, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's on later. And so now we are going to go on a trip. So I need to enter my destination because I want to use my augmented reality display. So we are going to go here and let's go Bronco Billy's Casino. I kind of already mapped it out last night, so I'm just going to click Bronco Billy's. That's going to be one route. I don't want to go that route. I want to go through Colorado Springs, so let's go back a step. I want to go, and for some reason, I don't know why, I had to choose Double Eagle Hotel and Casino. And that one took me the way I wanted to go. Set as destination. See, I want to go through Colorado Springs, so that should be... No, it's still taking me the other way. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to do that, and then we're going to have it reroute us. Okay, put my seatbelt on. Got my little dial here, gonna put her in reverse. Make sure I got my wallet. Backup camera all looks good. And we are gonna pull out. Got my little HomeKit mirror here, so just press that guy. Oh, we're across traffic. All right, now hopefully I'm gonna start going the route I want to go at, and then it's going to reroute me for my directions, because I don't want to go through Canyon City. I want to go through, so let's see what it does. See, it's still calculating me out, but I don't know if you can see the augmented reality in the camera. If you can see the little arrow, it wants me to turn left. I'm sorry, right. I don't want to turn right. I want to turn left, because again, I don't want to go through Canyon City. So we're gonna go right. I'm sorry, left. Let's see if it recalculates us. Yes, it looks like it's recalculating us, which is good. It's what I want to do. All right, we are off. It is 80 miles away. I have 277 miles, so 269 miles. So in theory, I should be there at what, 190? I should have 190 miles left when I arrive. I'm going to put myself in iPedal. and I'm just going to use iPedal for now while I'm in the city, and then once I get on the highway, then I will try some other stuff. But wish me luck. I'm going to update you guys along the way, and here we go, my first out-of-town trip. I'm excited. All right, everybody, I'm back real quick. We are just leaving Pueblo, Colorado, heading north to Cripple Creek, Colorado. But I want to give you some updates on what I am going to do. So I am going approximately 68 miles per hour. I am still on iPedal, and that's what I wanted to show you. So iPedal is basically just one pedal driving. If I take my foot off the accelerator, then I will come to a stop. That's pretty simple. You kind of drive it like a golf cart. It's actually kind of fun. But what I'm going to do now, let me just pass this Target truck, is I am now on the highway. So I pedal. It may not help my regeneration for my braking that well, apparently, but we're going to find out. So what I want to do is I tend to coast a lot, and so I am going to take my iPedal off, and I am going to go to level 2 regenerative braking. So again, let me just pass this car. What I really love is the blinkers on this. So I have my blind spot rear view monitoring. Just move over. I love that. I'm a huge fan. It's one of the main reasons I wanted to get out of my Stinger. I just wanted more tech. So this vehicle here has paddle shifters right here. So those paddle shifters I am going to use, and I am going to take her down to level 2. Now, when I did that, the car now feels much more lighter. So I really do feel like I am just breezing on the highway. There's no more resistance from the iPedal, and so if I do take my foot off the brake, there's my power distribution. If I take my foot off the brake, you can see I can kind of start going into the regen. So I'm kind of going down the hill right here. It's going to help my regen. So we'll see. I haven't taken this car out of the city yet, so we'll see how it goes. I am making good time. I have 78.3 miles to go, and we are scooting right along. One thing I should probably see if I can catch on camera is the Highway Driving Assist 2. Highway Driving Assist 2 is actually really cool. It will give you the ability to move over into the next lane without you actually turning the car. The car will move over for you. And you do that with this button. Oh, they moved it. It's on this side right now. It's one thing I hate about the EV6. It's the only thing I really hate about the EV6, and I'll get used to it, is that they moved the buttons on the steering wheel. They moved them from the left to the right, so now to change the music, it's on the right-hand side, and to do your cruise control, it's on the left-hand side. So definitely not my favorite thing to do. So let me show you what Highway Driving Assist 2 looks like. So it's been a while since I've done this, so I should be able to just press this button, select my driving style. Let's say I want to set myself to, oops, so you gotta press the button again. There we go. So now it says that, why is it flashing? Oh, it's flashing because it doesn't recognize any cars in front of me. So do you see that little white mist in front of the radar line? It doesn't recognize that, so that there's a car in front of me because that car was too far away. Now I'm about to be passed. Well, let me slow down. There we go. So now I've met my 72 mile per hour requirement. Speed limit 75. Now I am about to be passed by a Ford. Sorry if it's a little bumpy. Oh, it's on a launcher, never mind. So anyway, so there's no one behind me. Let's try this out. I'm gonna put my blinker on. It's giving me the green arrow. It's telling me to keep my hands on the steering wheel. And it is moving me by itself, and I am now in the left lane. That is kind of cool. I don't know how useful it is, but it is definitely kind of cool. All right, guys, I will give you an update the further along I go, but I am just going to be cruising along here and hopefully get there within an hour and a half. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Alright guys, I wanted to show you another feature of highway driving assist. It's what's kind of interesting. You see those little gray rectangles around me? Those are cars in real time that are around me. So you can see the red blind spot detector. You can see the car in front of me right there. So you can kind of see in real time what that looks like, which is pretty cool. I actually like it. Um, it's neat. I mean, it's something that's very high tech, and it's something that I do enjoy. Just in real time, you can just see where these cars are just by looking down. I mean, obviously you're gonna know where the cars in front of you are, but I like that it shows the cars somewhat behind you in your blind spot, and it tells you, you know, if they are in your blind spot by the red indicator. But it is something that I am a fan of. But again, I just wanted to show you what that looks like, just because it is something that you may not see every day in YouTube videos. It's kind of hard to do when you're driving. But just wanted to keep you apprised of the trip. I am still going over my speed limit for my cruise control. Let me just bring that down. There we go. Kind of neat. I kind of got a lead foot. I don't really, you know, cruise control is not my thing. I like to drive my car, but for video purposes, we are cruising right along at 75 miles an hour with our trip. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. All right, everybody, I have stopped in Woodland Park to get me something to eat because I do not like to gamble on an empty stomach, and I don't mind eating at the machines, but it's what? It's 11:07, so I thought I'd get me some McDonald's. Super easy chicken McNuggets. Use the McDonald's app, and only costs like $4, so not bad for a 10-piece and a large drink. So a little status update of where we are. We are 26 miles to my destination. I have 182 miles and I have 66% battery life for my state of charge. I'm only pulling about 2.8 kilowatt hours, and from my understanding, that's not the greatest. I want to be closer to 3.6 or over 3.6. Um, I'm not an expert on EVs yet, but it's not the greatest apparently. I blame that for, well, attribute that, I won't say blame. I attribute that to basically I've been going uphill this whole time. So on my way home, it's going to be a lot of downhill, and that's going to really kick in the regenerative braking, and I should see a much better return on the kilowatt hours. I don't even think I have to charge in Cripple Creek. I'll have enough battery power to get me home, but I want to charge anyway because I've never used a public charger before, and there's a couple of them in the casino, so it's something I'm excited for. But again, just want to give you a status update that I am 26 miles till my destination. I am in Woodland Park, Colorado, having lunch in the parking lot, and I will update you in a little bit. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, so I have made it to my destination. I am in Cripple Creek, Colorado, and I have just backed into the EV parking space. I have 141 miles till empty and 53% of battery life. So I think I had 270 when I started. So what is that, 40, 60, 70? 130 miles on electric charge on a 80-mile trip. 87-mile trip, but again, there was a lot of hills and there was a lot of uphill climbing, and you just lose that kind of battery power when you're going uphill. Coming downhill into Cripple Creek, I actually gained like 4 miles just coming downhill. So I expect my trip home to be much easier, much easier on the battery, I should say. But I have just pulled up to my first public charger, so let's go ahead and take a look and see how this works. Never done this before. I am still sitting in the car. I'm going to go ahead and turn my car off. Gonna take a sip of soda. I am going to open my charge port, and let's get out and let's see. Got. All right, so my charge port is right there, and then here is the charging cable. So let's see, Cripple Creek electric charging station, high power. So you just take this guy. There's also a Tesla charging station here too, but you should just take this guy, bring it over here, plug it in. And then, okay, I heard it pop. Charging started, that's good. So let's go inside and see what this is. So this is a level 2 charger. It's gonna take about 6 hours and 20 minutes and it's pulling 6.6 kilowatts. Plenty of time. Honestly, I plan to be here for most of the day, so I should have a full charge when I get back. There's also a charger at the Wildwood Casino, which is up the hill, but I think I am going to stay down here for a little while at least. So all in all, I think this is going to be a good day, and it's free. There's not even a credit card thing on here, so definitely free charging. All right, guys, wish me luck. Hopefully I win big, and I will check in on you guys in a bit. All right, guys, I am heading home from Cripple Creek, Colorado to Pueblo, Colorado. It is exactly 7 o'clock. I have 185 miles of charge, and the battery's at 68%. I played all day and lost a little money, but again, I played all day, so it's a win. And I am now going to see how this does the EV6 GT line going home down the mountain instead of up the mountain. So let's see if I get some regeneration better. I really think I will, and I hope I will. And if I don't, I still have 185 to get home, so that should be plenty of charge. And I charged a little bit here at Cripple Creek, and all for free. So I will keep you posted once I get home and give you a final tally. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hey everybody, I just want to check in. I've been on the road for exactly an hour. As you can see, it is 8 o'clock, and I have my miles till empty is 175, and my battery percentage is 64%. Going downhill makes a tremendous difference. I have literally only used about 10 miles in an hour between when I started. I started when my miles per empty was at 8. Sorry, not 8. It was at 185, and I am now at 175. So a tremendous difference. My kilowatt hours, if you can see right there, sorry, it's a little shaky because I'm driving, is 10.6. That is insane. I knew it'd be better going downhill, but I didn't know it'd be this good. I have 42 miles to go till I reach my house, and I have literally used 11%. I'm sorry, I've used 1% of my battery on level 1 regen, and I have used 10 miles from as if I were in a gas car. It's insane. Um, just thought I'd give you a little heads up, a little tip, because that is some real world miles per Mpge. Is that what they call it? It's whatever they call it. It is insane. I'm insanely happy because coming up to Cripple Creek, I got 2.9 or 2.8, and now I'm at 10.5. Same conditions. I have my heated seat on instead of my cooled seat, and temperature in the car is the exact same. So same exact conditions. I wanted to make sure that I had it that way. But again, I just wanted to check up and show you guys real world what that is in an hour. I am flabbergasted. All right, guys, I will check in with the final update once I get home. All right, guys, last video of the night. I just wanted to show you what I ended up with. I left Cripple Creek, Colorado with 185 miles till empty, and I came home with 139. So what's the math on that? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 46. So Cripple Creek is about 87 miles away, and I got home in 46 miles till empty, so that sounds pretty good to me. I left Cripple Creek at 65% of a battery state, and I am at 50% battery state. All in all, a good trip. Played all day. It didn't lose as much as I usually do, um, but it is good. As you can see, my kilowatt hours are 6.4. What is that? Triple of what they were going up. So very, very pleased of this car coming home and this real world. It really, when you go downhill, that regenerative braking really does matter. Well, thanks for watching. If you made it this far and following my journey, it was my first out of town trip. That charger that I plugged into at the casino, I was on the charger for about 3 hours. I don't think it worked. It didn't really charge anything. I know it was a low level level 2 charger, but still I should have got a little bit more than what I got, if I'm doing the math in my head. But again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and hopefully my trip to Denver next week, I could document that too. All right, thanks guys.